You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a good
part,
point.
You know? I'm a little upset that you think that's so funny.
Why?
Because I don't know how to do this podcast unless we look into each other's eyes.
It's just the fucking generation jacking themselves up.
It's easy to hate something that's really
But
good.
everyone listening is cool, and all of the cool people are going to that show.
We should do. This is a positive podcast. That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
we're
that was like the difference.
People are gonna be like listening to this and like, it's so fucking happy.
Is the feel good movie review.
Eventually going to put out a CD just of Mike
Of me singing random songs.
Yeah, it's got a little tingly.
You got a little tingly?
Feel good. Right there.
Guys,
Turned down
I think,
for what?
I think that's turned down for Hug Life.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. Scott, you're great.
Scott, you're the greatest.
Scott, you're so great.
So
Scott,
great.
Scott, you're so great. You're so amazing, Scott.
Scott, oh my gosh.
Why am I
Scott's
here?
so
Because
good.
you're so great. That's why you're here. You're such a great
It's not a
guy.
weird intervention. You
I
just
like your
said that.
shirts.
Shirts?
Your shirts are great. Take off
Oh,
the shirt.
The undershirt?
The undershirt
You got a
and the over.
fancy
That's
watch?
a kitty
Oh,
cat.
That's a cat.
It's a
What a
meow
surprise.
Should we let our guests talk now?
Well, I've been waiting.
I thought this was just how it worked.
No, it is how
You
it
come
is
over-
how it works.
We never let the guests talk. And
We just talk about
We
you.
just talk-
Shower you in compliments and talk about what
Yeah,
you
is
look
that a
like.
nice-
That's good podcasting.
I don't know what good podcasting is.
I know what good podcasting
I don't have
is.
one.
Podcasting.
I'm not sure.
Podcasting. Positive podcasting. It's podcasting. It's totes. Soup's totes podcasting.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Well, that sounds like
P-A-W-S.
The egg dyeing company.
Pause.
It's the pause cap.
There's an egg dye company?
Pause cap.
The pause cap.
Oh my.
The egg dye. You know, the company that makes the egg dye.
Yeah.
And you take the little metal spoon, you put it in there, you know,
Yeah, and it dyes the
vinegar,
egg.
and you do it.
It is
Bend
vinegar.
it.
It smells so bad.
That's true, but
It's like an
fun.
octagon.
But
Well,
it's
not
full
like
of memories.
Hard-boiled eggs smell good.
You know what
either.
that smell is? That's the smell of making memories with your parents.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever used the white crayon that you can write on the
Mhm.
egg? before
Oh, you know
dye
it,
and
girl.
then-
Yep.
Yeah.
N-
And then
yeah.
you go, it's like Monica or whatever. You know.
Right. That's what I always did.
You wrote Monica on it? I know.
You wrote
most
Monica
people.
on it?
Yeah.
I'd always write Scoot Loose on my eggs.
Did you?
Scoot Loose.
I don't think that's true at all.
Welcome to the Hug Life podcast.
What is this shit?
This shit is what it's everything that's good and nice and fun. That's what it is.
I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Monica Nevi.
And our guest today is Scott Losse. Yay.
Hi.
Yay.
I'm also Mike Coletta.
He's also Mike
It's
Coletta.
confusing. He
Oh,
did
there's
that on
so many.
accident once, so now we just
We
do
just
every
do it all
time.
the time. Yeah, that's the way we
Oh,
go.
I like it.
It's super
Good.
adorable.
Good,
I kind
good.
of want to get a Diet Mountain Dew just to be a part of the team.
I thought you were
So
gonna
you
get one.
offered them to us,
And then
but you didn't get one for yourself?
No, I just want you guys to be
I can get one
hyperactive.
for you.
No, Scott, you're a guest.
Hold on.
Sit down.
No.
Oh my God, Scott
I'm
disappeared.
still
Scott just
He
left.
has probably easier access to the kitchen.
Scott's further away. You're gonna know the proximity
I like
of the
how
studio
you
to
immediately
my
started singing as he walked
kitchen.
away, like you could have just kept talking.
Scott's coming back with the MD Dew diet.
DMD.
The DMD. Yo,
And I'm back.
I told my
Dick
friend
me
one
down.
time that
I wrote a
DMD?
some girl one time. This is a really random story, but she was talking about some NFL player that was coming up to see her, but they didn't have sex. She was very upset about that, and I was not involved.
She
in this
wanted to have
conversation. I
sex?
just heard her across the gym, and she was like, "You're gonna come all the way up here and not dick me down," and I just started laughing.
Dick me down. I'm just
I
looking
was
for
like,
some nice
maybe it's
young gentlemen to
'cause,
dick me down. You know what I'm saying?
Dick you down.
Dick me down.
Dick me down.
Dick me down.
I love Mountain Dew.
I do too.
See?
I'm gonna do dick that down, girl.
Diet Dew doesn't
Dick
taste
down that
much
Mountain
like
Dew.
regular Mountain
No, it
Dew.
doesn't. It's very different, but I still like it. I feel better drinking it. I still get caffeine buzzes though, and I start shaking at night.
Shake,
Sometimes I drink way too
Maybe
much caffeine.
shake it
You
off.
have too much coffee?
I have started drinking coffee, and I do get too shaky.
I get occasionally I drink so much coffee I start to get allergic reactions to coffee,
What?
and my tongue will go numb. So then I'll stop drinking coffee for like an hour maybe,
For like
or just deal with it. I'm just like, fuck it.
I love Dr. Scott's on the case.
Yeah.
Dr. Losse, I'm probably
Looks like
allergic.
you're
I'm
having an
probably
allergic
allergic.
Diagnosis, stop drinking for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Diagnosis, just fucking deal with it.
You power through.
You man up and you figure that shit out.
Do you want to be awake?
So welcome to the Hug Life Podcast. We're so bad at starting, but we're so good at it, too.
Did we start already?
We started, yeah. It's gone down.
Yeah.
We usually take this moment to plug shows up top. So, Scott, can you plug some shows that you're going to be doing this next week?
Uh-huh.
Do it right now.
Okay.
This
Where
is
am
like
I?
a weird children's show.
All right.
Mike.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Now we're going to have puppets explain sex. Isn't that
This-
how kids shows work? Is that not,
No.
I was watching the wrong
Yeah,
kid
you're
show.
watching some weird kid shows. Your
Let me
parents
up-
are like, oh, there's puppets. That's probably fine.
Lamb chops, orgy. So gross.
Okay.
Oh,
What
Sorry,
shows
Scott.
are you doing?
plugging stuff. If you haven't already turned the podcast off, and you live in the Portland, Oregon area,
Ooh, the Rose City.
I'll be there on Thursday. Late night action.
With Alex Falcone.
Alex
That's a
Falcone
great
and Bree
show.
Pruitt
And Bree
and
Pruitt.
a bunch
Great
of people.
Two great people.
And
It's
it's
gonna
at
be a
the,
good
Hey,
show.
Bree Pruitt and Alex Falcone, you guys are great.
They're
Very
great. They should be on the
pretty and
They
podcast.
should. You want to come up here?
You want to come up here?
They
We're not
drink
coming
Diet
down to
Mountain
you.
Dew, maybe.
We'll probably come down to
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna. I was so excited.
We're not coming down
Go
to
to
you.
them. But I'm doing their show at Portland Art Museum. Yeah, at
Portland.
8 o'clock on Thursday.
On Thursday.
It's gonna
Do
be
you have
dope.
Anything else down there after that, or you
Nope.
Just, nope. Just one.
I'm just
Driving
driving
back.
down and driving back because
Cool.
I like to drive 6 hours to do approximately 7 minutes worth of material.
That's because you're a good man.
Portland's a fun place.
And then Saturday I'm doing something. It's not. What is it? Oh, I'm doing.
Have your calendar.
It's not on my
numbered.
calendar.
No.
It's like I'm
Is it a secret
not
show?
ashamed of it. I'm doing comedy on trial at Jai Thai on Saturday.
Are you
Jive tie?
competing? Or are you
I'm
doing
not
the
going to try
style
real
set?
hard.
But
I
you're
am
competing.
competing.
No.
It's like Tournament of
shit.
Champions.
Dude, you're going on another... Wait, I'm not in the Tournament of Champions.
I don't understand why
I didn't
not.
win. That's why.
I can't do
Oh, is this like the end of the year?
Yeah, but I can't do the finals,
Tournament.
so I'm just going to throw it.
Dude, you should
Talk
by
about
throw
weird
it.
stuff.
Oh,
Talk
that'll
about
be
butts.
fun. Go see him at Giant.
I mean, I'm
going
going to try my hardest
That's
to
what I
provide
heard.
the audience with good entertainment.
Scott's like, my throwaway set, first place. That's funny because you just got out of the Seattle International with me.
Are we gonna start to talk about that?
Are we
No,
gonna
we're
talk
going to do
about
plugs of
I
shows
was gonna
first.
say,
that? We
let's-
should plug stuff.
What's your Twitter?
It's Scott_Losse, Losse.
Yeah, he's great on Twitter
If
too.
you go to @ScottLosse with no underscore, it's still me, but I don't do anything there
Why do you have two Twitter handles?
because I'm paranoid that someone would grab it up and make a horrible parody
Do you
account
know-
about me because I'm like a F-level minor Seattle comedy celebrity, and people might do that.
Dude,
Yeah, he's got a lot of Twitter followers.
if you're
and
F
that's
level,
it's
I'm
a
M
Twitter
level.
thing. Right.
That's hurtful.
Did I
That's
say?
hurtful.
It's a good self burn I just had. Monica, what shows do you got coming up?
This Friday, December the 5th, I'm at the Second Story Theater in Redmond, hosting for Jubal Flag
From the
Really?
radio.
from the radio.
From the real radio.
The real radio. Yeah, and you can see that on my fan page. I posted it on my fan page.
Oh,
Yeah, I also have Twitter, and it is at Monica Nevi.
real names at Monica Nevi. This whole weekend, I am featuring at the Tacoma Comedy Club for Kristen Key. You should
Yay.
come out. It's a fun
Ooh.
club, and my Twitter is at mecoletta, MECOLETTA, and that's my plugs. That was it.
Boom.
Boom. Plugs.
Seattle
Done.
International. Are we
That
talking
was the
about
plugs.
We can talk about it again. Scott was the
We
one
didn't
that
even
helped
talk-
me stay emotionally afloat during that
it? My
contest.
chop liver. I'm just kidding.
And Scott and I were besties
Mostly
and
through
helped a
ice
lot.
cream.
Through a lot. We did go get Burgerville
Yeah.
late at night after the Vancouver show, and it was totally worth it.
That's
all.
yeah.
You know what keeps you alive in comedy competitions? Junk food.
Oh my god.
Tears. I felt.
Tears and food.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cry into the food, and it makes a fun little
It's
mix
a little
together.
Salty.
I ate so much bad shit those 2 weeks.
Dude, you know what bums me out that we didn't do still?
What?
Is there's that restaurant you were talking about on the way to Whidbey Island, like at the ferry dock, that you just
Mhm.
order a slab of meat and they put it on a hot metal
piece
plate
of metal?
and you cook it to your liking and consume it like caveman style? It sounds so good.
It's Diamond Knot Brewing. Sponsor me.
Diamond Nut sponsor Scott.
Yeah.
I'll wear your T-shirts.
Oh.
Do their T-shirts
Good
have a
thing.
piece of meat on a slab of
Uh-huh.
metal? Really? They do?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Oh, we
They
got
Do
don't
they
get
have
here.
T-shirts?
I'm not even sure.
Oh, Jesus.
but I didn't
They
research
should. They
it.
should make them just so you could sell them after shows.
They can just mail me
Um,
beers, though.
Can
but
you
yeah.
mail beers?
I have
Yeah.
You can mail
You can
anything.
do that?
You
Yeah.
can mail alcohol. The problem that was happening with alcohol was delivery services. Like Costco delivered booze for a while, and then they stopped because people would order it on their parents' account and use their debit cards, and then just grab it at the door and be like, "It's for my mom," and then they'd have a bunch of booze.
Little babies.
Little babies drinking
Drinking
booze.
Yeah.
Well, you made it to the semifinals of the Seattle International Comedy Competition. That was
I
very
did.
exciting.
Neat.
Yeah.
It was
How was that
okay.
compared to the first weeks? Because you've done it twice.
I've done it twice.
Right.
First time I did it, I came in pretty much last in my week.
Really?
In the prelims? Yeah.
Wow.
Behind
Wow. That's
Behind a
I'm
nice
just kidding.
way.
Whoa, jeez.
behind a nice Croatian dude who didn't speak English very well.
I remember him. I was in the other week.
Pedja. Super
Pedja.
funny.
Yeah, he's super nice.
I had a
super funny.
panic attack the whole fucking week.
It's like the worst.
It drove me insane.
Do you want to hear a side funny little anecdote about
Uh-huh.
Pedja? During the old comedy breakfast buffets, he one time just drank a bowl of gravy thinking it was soup. He just ate a bowl of gravy, and he's like, "This isn't soup." I'm like,
He's got some
"No,"
thick soup
but I'm
around it.
so
Delicious.
impressed right now.
He didn't ask until he was already done with it.
Yeah, he ate it, and I'm like, "Dude,
Wow.
good on you."
That's impressive.
Nobody stopped him.
No one stopped him
Yeah,
because
you're
gravy's
a bunch of
delicious.
dicks.
Yeah, I still.
It's like maybe he just likes gravy. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
What's
I-
funny is he did it, and I was just like, "Why didn't I think of that?" Like, what was I doing?
You can still do it. You can
Yeah.
still find that dream.
In the
Chase
comfort
it.
of my own home,
Uh-huh.
chase the soup,
I
the
believe
gravy
in you.
soup
Chase-
dream.
Chasing the gravy dragon.
Soup gravy dreams.
Gravy
It's like
soup.
it's like Hoop Dreams. It's my Hoop Dreams.
Anyways.
But yeah, it was fun. I missed Mike. Second week, there was no Mike Coletta there.
It was not there. I was trying to stay as far away as possible.
You were correct in that.
Yeah.
I was stoked I got in the prelims, and at the same time, I was like, "Fuck, I gotta do 6 more days."
Yeah, it drains on you just mentally. I feel like is the because you say fuck the numbers and then you're like, oh, but these are numbers and they're things, and you get really into
No,
them.
so
semis, I looked at the
confusing.
numbers every damn night.
Really?
I was
Oh.
like, where am I? And then I came in 6th 3 times in a row. And I was like,
I
that's
saw
pretty
that old
sweet.
Scotty
Right
sixth
there.
place. Old Scotty sixth
Right
place.
I
there.
got 6, 6, 6, 3.
You're the devil.
No, 6, 6, 6, 7, 3. Last.
Damn.
That was the best. We did a show at Snoqualmie Casino, and I took the bullet. I ate it.
Yeah,
So
it's so
fucking
hard.
hard.
Especially in that competition. It's hard to go first.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's okay. I'm happy it's over.
You're happy it's over because
Uh-huh.
you know why? Because we get to spend more time together, Scott.
Well, we're proud of you.
That's right. Thank
We're
you.
so proud of you, Scott. You're
It's very
great.
excited
Then
that
I
you
have
made
to
it.
update my
to the second
bio
week.
with semi-finalist.
Semi-finalist.
Ooh.
You're great, Scott.
You're great.
Thank you.
You're
No,
great.
Tell me about you guys.
it's
Monica, you're
about
great
us.
too.
You're great.
No,
Mike.
Monica's
Great.
great.
Thank you.
Monica's super great. It got really quiet because my fridge turned off, and now
Could you hear that?
Monica was at
Yeah, I
the,
can
at
hear
the
everything.
competition.
Yeah, I was helping.
you were.
keeping scores.
And
And
it was good to
stuff,
see a friendly
'cause
face. It's like when you go to war
It was
and then
very
you have
interesting
shore leave.
being on that side of it though, because you're kind of like, oh, this is bullshit.
Well, it came out. Needed to be said.
Sorry, not that the whole idea of the competition is bullshit. It's just really hard to judge something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to put numbers on it, and especially with only 3 or 5 people in that entire audience making those decisions. It's just a hard thing to do, and it's not that they're doing it wrong or anything. It's just a difficult thing to do.
Just that there's one evil asshole in the 3 judges.
That's always like,
inevitably,
Right.
I hate Scott and Mike.
Or
who
yeah,
lives on an island
that's right.
that we won't say.
It's Whidbey Island.
but
They
she
suck.
hates us.
She ran the open. They ran an open mic before the contest started, and she was like hosting it, and she was like shitting on the comics before they even went up there. And then at the end, they're like, "Yeah, she was a judge." I'm like, "What in the flying fuck?"
Jesus. God. Yeah, I don't know, and it's stressful enough. It's
You
just
know
a
what it's
confusing
not?
thing
It's not a very positive podcast talk.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to,
No,
it's
you
okay.
know.
And actually, Nathan Brannon won this year.
Yeah, and
Oh
he's
my
my
God.
He's
boo.
a great guy. He's so great, and he's so funny. So
I
Guys,
love
Nathan
him.
Brannon has slept 10 feet from us right
Has
now.
he?
Yeah, really.
I asked him if he'd give me his $5,000.
Did he?
yeah, what did
He
he
said
say?
no.
He said I had a good set at the parlor one time.
Oh,
So
yeah?
There you go.
Dude, Nathan's the sweetest man in the world.
He's great,
He's
and he's
super
hilarious.
nice,
So I'm
and he's
really,
very funny.
really glad that
He told me if I won, he'd break my kneecaps.
Oh,
This got really serious.
And,
But you know what? You didn't
It's
win.
got
And he
hard.
won. And
You
he's
know
got
what? You didn't
$5,000.
win.
I know I
Back to
didn't
that.
win, Mike. I was there.
Mike didn't win
didn't
either.
mean it like
I didn't
that.
win
I didn't
either.
win. I got a lot way before you
I
did.
lost a
Bubba.
bunch of money on penny slots.
You
And I
did?
ate so much buffet.
Dude, that was one thing that I'm
I
like,
love
if I make it to the
buffets.
semis, I get to go to. I love buffets too. Can we go to buffets sometime?
please.
That's really
Ooh.
why I
Let's go
missed you,
there.
because there's 2 casino buffets.
I love casino.
I love
buffets,
casino
specifically
buffets.
casino buffets.
With
Guys,
unlimited
Vegas?
snow
I
crab
think we just hit a
legs.
topic that we can all agree on. Because
Yes.
damn it, I love
It's
casino
very,
buffets.
very positive casino.
And they were
buffets.
free.
I wanted to go.
And that's like a
that's the best
$25
kind.
value.
Right?
A free
Yeah.
buffet.
One time I was at the Bellagio in Las Vegas and we went to their buffet, which I so far haven't rivaled. Like, I think that is the best buffet
I've
I've
heard
ever
the
been
Vegas
to.
ones are nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Bellagio. I almost stayed from lunch until dinner, like until it switched over. I was there for that long. Like, I just
Can we
kept
go to
going
Las
back.
Vegas and go to the Bellagio
Yes,
buffet?
please.
They had a sign in
Wanna come?
Snoqualmie
Wanna go?
casino that said you can't stay there for more than 3 hours.
Which is so long.
which means
still.
somebody tried to stay
Right.
there
It
longer
would
than
be
3
ba-
It would be
hours.
way better if it was like you can't stay for more than 3 hours, Steve. Like it's just some dude. It's like, oh come on.
Like, oh.
My friend in college, he had a rule where they made a sign at the subway because he would take his soda cup and use it for a whole week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like fountain soda.
Doesn't it like go through?
Yeah,
like
it's
the
pretty gross.
super gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
Pretty disgusting.
Come on.
How much is a
Steve.
soda at Subway?
Like $1.
Okay.
But you know what? He was all about values and he loved soda.
He's just a big environment guy. He's recycling.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Anyways,
But yeah,
I'll just
they-
make I'll buy a cup and I'll just write Subway on the side of it and go up there.
I will perform anywhere if there's a buffet.
That's true. The one show I did for a buffet was at Snoqualmie. Is that where you guys were? It was so good.
I did one in Kingston.
Kingston, Jamaica.
Nope.
No?
Kingston,
Close?
Washington.
Damn it, close?
No, close. With Leah Mansfield, she's also great.
I remember that.
And yeah,
Oh,
because
it-
I missed the Hug Life show because of that.
Yeah, but
yeah.
you
There
know what?
was a buffet there, and Luke and I.
That
did
makes
some
it
more.
totally worth it. It makes it totally
Right?
worth it.
You
If you're,
understand now why I was late.
I completely understand. It's oh my gosh, I want to go to a buffet so bad. Is the Bellagio ones expensive though?
It wasn't that bad. I think it was $20, maybe 15.
That's
or
not
$20.
bad at all.
And honestly, like I've been to quite a few buffets. It was the best buffet I've ever.
I went
seen.
to one in Reno when I was in Reno because I was like, oh, this is the closest I'll get to a Vegas buffet experience, and I was extremely
Have you
disappointed.
ever been to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas once.
And you didn't do any. Buffets?
We didn't do a buffet. I just walked around and drank. You guys are giving
That's
me
pretty
judgmental
much-
looks
well,
right
that's
now.
the other thing. You
I
do.
didn't-
I don't gamble. I went and saw a show. I just don't
What?
gamble.
I've never been to a show though, and I've heard like great things about. I've been 3 times.
Dude,
I've never been to a show.
I played a
Mm.
Vegas
I don't know
slot
buffets.
called Kitty Glitter.
Kitty Glitter.
I played Kitty Glitter slot. Have you seen these, Scott?
Uh-huh.
And I played Kitty Glitter and I lost $1, and then I played another machine and I got $1.50, and I was like, I beat Vegas, and I just
right?
walked off.
I am the worst gambler. I played video poker for like 5 minutes, lost $5, and I was like, "Well, this is bullshit," and then left. I got 1 free drink, so I was fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you make,
I
they
mean, I
don't do it.
tipped her,
I guess it used to be like way different, where they'd give you a lot more free drinks to just sit there and gamble,
Well, they're
and they'd
like
be
little.
like,
she
now they're
did
tiny.
come in and talk to us a few times though, but my friend was winning. He was Australian. They're good at video poker. Just kidding. That's not a
Really?
stereotype.
Those
All of them?
Australians.
But
good
he
at
was
video poker.
good, and they kept playing. But I was like, I'm so fucking bored. Like I can't sit there. And
Yeah, and it's
we were staying at the Imperial
Palace.
Yes,
Mm.
which is the shithole of the strip hotels.
No.
So now it's called the Quad.
That was the one.
Twice.
That was the one next to Bill's Gambling Hall and Saloon, as I recall. Correct? There's like
I don't
this
know.
stretch of Vegas Strip that's got like 3 really shitty looking casinos on it. My mom goes all the time.
But there they have the dealer-tainers, which are like impersonators who are also your dealers. So Tina
What?
Turner is fucking dealing you cards. Like that was what I was.
my
I was
God.
like, you keep playing video poker, I'm gonna go watch them. And then periodically they would get up and perform as that person, and it was great.
That sounds fucking rad.
It was super cool.
I want to go to. I'd go again. I went for 4 days last time though, and by the third day, I'm like, I've been here way too long.
Right.
Like,
I
it
think
felt weird.
3 days is like perfect. I went for 3 days when I went to watch Miss America, and I felt like that was perfect. I went for 7 days once in August.
Ah,
7 days in August.
why?
There's Australian men there who are all
Scott,
gay, but I still...
is that the reason that you went to Vegas for
No.
Australian men? That's why I went.
I haven't been to Vegas since 1993.
93.
Yeah.
You have a bad
That's-
experience?
No.
How old were
I was
you?
13.
Oh.
Oh,
I went on a road trip.
so you
With my
gambled hard.
parents.
You
I went
drank hard.
No.
Partied
We went on a
hard.
road trip to the Grand Canyon.
No.
No, I didn't.
I didn't. No, my grandparents were old and like senile, and my mom wanted to take them on a final like road trip kind of thing. So she paid
To
me.
the Grand Canyon. It makes it sound like you're going to kill him.
That sounds really sweet, though.
She paid me
This is
$8 a
hilarious.
day to come with her and my grandparents to the Grand Canyon. We drove to the Grand Canyon, then we drove to Vegas, and we stayed there for like 2 days.
Did you tell your mom that $8 a day is really bad wages?
It felt like okay.
But in 93,
Oh,
Just kidding. It's
in
terrible.
93.
It's still really bad.
$8. Why not 10? Why didn't you?
I don't
8 seems
know.
like a real random number.
I did the math. It seemed okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a little math right now for you right
It's
now. I want to
fair
know.
deal. How many
This
days?
is like-
I made at least
Scott, you made
Somebody's already
0.33
done this.
repeating cents an hour.
and I sat
Hourly
The key is it's
wage.
repeating, so.
and I sat in the back of a Buick with my grandma while she like slept on me. Or put her hand under my ass the whole time.
She was- My
to hold
hands are
herself.
cold.
Yeah, she'd be like, no, she'd like
Oh, so she
slump
wouldn't
over,
like
so she'd like put her hand, and it would get stuck like under my ass. And she's just like, "Let me have," and then I had
Let
like,
me have
Let
it.
me have
Give
my
it
hand
back.
I had Pringles and cheese like spray stuff
The
for
squeeze
myself.
cheese
Yeah.
On the Pringles?
Uh huh.
You did that?
Yeah, but my
You
grandma
dog,
kept
you.
trying to get
Ah,
into it, and
okay.
I was like
And you're
super
like-
pissed.
you're like, fuck
Slap
off,
her
Grandma.
hand. Good.
And she'd be like, "Can I have one of those?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then she'd take multiple, and I'd be like, "Fucking."
Fucking hate
Well,
people
people
that
do
do
whatever they
that.
It really annoyed me. But my grandpa was like, he's going through Alzheimer's stuff, and I didn't think he paid attention. But every once in a while, he'd be really lucid. So like we were in Wyoming at like a taco place or something, and my grandma got out to go to the bathroom. It was just me and him in the car, and I looked up at the rearview mirror, and he looked back at me, and he's like, "Don't be an asshole to your grandma." I was like, "What?"
Don't be an asshole to your grandma.
And then he just looked forward and just went back into his like
Fucking
zoned
heard
out.
me.
That he
Don't
was
be
gone.
an asshole to your grandma. Next time we're in a car back seat, I'm definitely gonna put my hand under your butt. So get ready for that.
Just warning.
Well, it was like I spent a lot of time on that trip looking in the rearview mirror, trying to like perfect some sort of pout face for hours at a time. You know, because
Let's see it.
can't do it.
You wanted to be super
It was
upset.
like really supple. I don't know. It's
Supple?
just sad.
Supple look? What is the supple look?
It was just I don't know.
Just a stuttering lower lip.
I thought if I looked sad, like girls would like it or something.
Oh, like a
Dude.
puppy dog kind of thing.
Yeah.
I still do that, and
I
it
think
doesn't
it would
work.
be like they would feel bad for you. Thing.
Right,
Probably
like-
isn't the
I mean, like
best
pity
way
is
to
not
start a
sexy.
relationship.
Pity's not sexy.
No, yeah, no.
No, it
But
didn't
like
work.
Well,
angst
good. I'm
is
glad
sexy.
you can't do it anymore then.
I can't. I don't want to do
Angst
it.
is sexy, isn't
I
it?
can do it. I just do it by
Yeah,
myself.
like teenage angst.
Angsty.
Teenage
Mhm.
angst.
Okay.
But
Scott,
yeah.
if I'm angsty, does it turn you on?
Uh huh.
I'm like, oh, I hate my parents. Oh,
Oh, he's so tough.
So tough.
that worked perfectly. We're really good at this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're
But-
gonna attract other men that are angsty as well.
You know, I
Is
feel
that
like
what
you're
happened?
just here to poke holes in my life.
Huh. Maybe Australian men will like it.
Dude, I hope so. They my when I went
I
there,
hope so too.
look, all the ladies I was with went and
You
saw
went
Thunder
there?
from Down Under.
Oh, you to Vegas. Never mind.
Mm.
Yeah, in Vegas. They went
You
to Thunder
didn't
Down
go.
Under. And I didn't go, but I did meet up with them afterwards. And the funny thing is they all got passes to go to this club in the Luxor. It was called the Cat House. Like it's like brothel themed or whatever. And they're like, hey, we all have boyfriends. It was a good sound, by the way.
I've been working on my sound effects.
Yeah,
It's really cute.
meow. We all have boyfriends. Can they come too? And they just gave us all passes to get in.
What?
Yeah, and so we got to this club and we go in the line and the guy was like, "Hey man, I got a deal for you. Okay, I get you a bottle of champagne, a private booth, $1,400." And I'm like, "Free pass." And I just walked past him, but we went up there and it was like ladies' night, so they all got free drinks. But it was just my experience with a Vegas club is there's like a dance area in the raised in the center, and there's girls dancing, and then every once in a while, a drunk guy would run in there and start dancing with them, and then a large security guard would grab them and throw them off the platform. That was it for
amazing.
3 hours. And I'm like,
hilarious.
do you go to Vegas clubs? I've never. The best club I went to was a gay bar. It was a gay club.
So the first time I
Called
went for
Crave.
7 days, I've been to Crave.
Actually, I think it's Crave because it has an accent over the E.
Well, they called it Crave. So, there's also one called Cher that I really liked, but not like Cher like the singer, but like Cher like, do you want some of my Mountain Dew?
Would you like some Diet Dew, sir?
I really liked those. But we went to this place called One Oak the last time I was there, and we knew chicks there that worked there or whatever, so they got us a table. And I think that if I was going to go to a club like that that's so busy, I wouldn't go unless we had a table. Like there's just too many people.
I've never gone clubbing where it's like bottle service. You have a
That's
table.
what it was, yeah. So there's just like this chick coming up to me like, "What do you want? Here, I'll just pour you all this shit." It was pretty cool.
And it was free.
What?
I mean, like,
Monica,
tip her or
you're so
whatever.
lucky.
But
That's so cool.
Was
but
that bar?
Actually,
Was
it was right after because it was for my birthday, and it was right after the Super Bowl. So there was a bunch of Seahawks that just happened to be there also, and they were at the table next to us. And I thought that was funny. There was also some girl who's apparently Instagram famous. You can do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
She had a table on the other side of us with a giant cutout of her own face. It was the weirdest
What?
thing
That's the creepiest.
That's really weird.
Internet famous, like Vine fame. I'm like, that seems weird. Like, I'm sorry. It seems strange to me.
I mean,
cool
to
for you.
figuring that one out.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, it seems like because like you guys, it's like, I love your vines. Like that's so weird to
well,
me.
like
Or,
Instagram,
I love your
that's
Instagram.
Just your pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
I love
pictures.
watching your life go by on this app.
I just say.
Mm.
But anyways, those clubs were fun, but I wouldn't go just in the middle of
Yeah.
everybody.
Do you go clubbing, Scott?
Mm-mm.
Do you hit them hard?
No.
Have you ever gone to a club?
Yes.
Yes.
I went to the Last Supper Club
Oh my god, that place is so gross.
in Pioneer Square once in 2002.
Nice.
My sister told me to go there. And
My
it
brother
was
used to go there a lot.
really gross.
I went for a bachelor party, and it was on a Thursday night,
Ooh.
and it was the bachelor party, and then a different stranger bachelorette party, and it was just the whole time these girls were trying to ask us, like they were trying to do like a scavenger hunt thing for their bachelorette party, but we were the only ones there, so it was just really lame. They're
Just,
like,
kept
hey, we need to
asking
get a
you.
condom from you guys, and we're all like, no, who the fuck are you? You were just like shutting them
So
down.
random.
It was so bad. It was, ugh.
Bachelorette parties are fucking intricate, like compared to bachelor parties.
Dude, it's all like strippers. That's all bachelor parties
Right.
are.
It's like we go to a baseball game and then go see strippers. Like I feel like that's it. Or
Mhm.
whatever.
Not
Which
in
is
Washington
cool.
though, because the strippers are lame. Not the strippers, the clubs. I should say the politics of it are bad.
We talk about strippers a lot.
You can't
here.
drink, right?
On here?
Yeah.
You can't drink and
And
you
you can't
get
touch 'em,
close.
right?
No, you can't touch them. I went and I said that so nonchalantly, like
No,
I
you
tried.
can't touch
No, you
them.
guys can't touch them. You know what they don't like? They don't like open mouth kissing. I learned that as well. But I went with some friends because we got drunk on tequila and we're like, let's go to Deja Vu, and we Ubered there, and it was just a bunch of creepy dudes in sweatpants drinking Red Bull.
Yeah.
It was
Drinking
so
Red
nasty,
Bulls.
and I was like, they're like, and I like was used to Portland, so I sat in the front and I was putting dollars down, and I got hounded by like 11 women in 10 minutes to get private
Right,
dances
yeah.
because they're like, oh, this guy's the only guy that's going to pay money because everyone else is creepy sitting in the back drinking Red Bull, and I'm like, we got to get the fuck out of here right now. And I got a lap dance because the woman danced to Led Zeppelin, and I'm like, good for you. Let's get a lap dance, and it was just like awkward and like stiff, and like I was like,
It's
I
just
don't.
Such a weird. I feel like
It felt weird.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it's above that
You
porn
ever
store.
done a lap dance?
No.
Do you want one?
Yes. I've accidentally walked into a Portland strip club before.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
Yes.
You have.
Once.
On purpose?
All my
Or
stories are
that
weird.
accident?
Once, 1999,
Were
Vancouver.
you 18 at that time?
I was 19.
Oh.
Nice.
My sister's first husband. And they were young. They're like 20, 21. So we had to go up there. And then we went to some ghetto-ass strip club in Vancouver. And I just remember buying like a $5 Heineken and then sitting in the back hating it for most of the time.
Vancouver, BC?
Yeah. Then we went to some bar afterwards, and I saw a guy pull out a gun on somebody.
Ooh.
And then we left.
Canada.
Canada.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that friendly anymore. I will say, this is a weird story, but the one lap dance I had it was like a friend of mine was like, will you give us both a lap dance? Like, so me and a male friend of mine, will you give us both a lap dance? So we go in the back, and she's like clearly focused on me. I'm sure they're used to having like creepy dudes around them all the time. So you get a lot of attention as a girl in a strip club. Pay a lot of attention to me. And then she blows in the crotch of my jeans.
That's a move. Did you know that?
Fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? And then she was like, too bad you're not wearing a skirt. And I was like, I want to leave. I want to go.
Yeah, that's a
leave.
move that's never happened to me, and I've heard about it. And I'm like, I don't think I'd want it to happen.
So
It's so
confused.
creepy.
The heck?
There was a girl at one strip club that just blatantly grabbed my balls. And I was like, I am not ready. I'm going to go now. Like, I stood up.
ready.
I was like, I was not ready.
We're moving too fast.
I was
I
not
don't
even
want
physically. It's like I'm not emotionally or mentally ready for this. And I just stood up and like I'm like, here's a bunch of money. And I go, I feel like a $5 now. It was at that Casa Diablo place. And that's the same woman that she had a Superman lunchbox and inside was a vibrator. She started vibrating herself on the stage. And I was like, isn't that the word? Isn't that how you say it? They vibrate themselves?
Sure. Yeah.
Is that the name of this podcast?
Yeah,
Vibrating yourself?
Wait, where's this strip
Vibrate
club?
yourself.
This is Casa Diablo in Portland, and it's like kind of in, I guess it would be considered Northwest Portland, and it's kind of out there. It's completely out there, and you go up, and by out there I mean it's 10 minutes away from downtown, like everywhere in Portland.
Uh-huh.
But I went up there, and yeah, it's like there's girls that are dancing, and then they pull what seems to be, I don't know if it's stage or not, like a random audience lady up there, and they start stripping her down.
Oh.
And sometimes people are like, no, it's real, dude. And then some people are like, no, it's not real.
It can't be
And I'm like,
real.
is
I
it?
know, because if anybody, I'd be like, no.
Like, I know
no,
it.
Yeah, part of me is like legality of this whole thing. I'm
Right.
like, it seems so weird to me. And then sometimes the strippers will like go up to a girl and she'll be wearing like a low cut top and they'll just pull her boob out. And I'm like,
They do just touch you, though, as a woman. Like, I will tell you, like, they will just touch my boobs. I'm like, please stop.
please stop touching my
Put their
boobs.
face
Don't
in
do
there.
that
Can you please
anymore.
stop touching my boobs and vibrating yourself? Thank you.
Vibrating
This is good. Please stop.
I went to go buy cigarettes when I was in Portland one time, and they told me where. I was like, "Where can I get smokes?" And they're like, "Oh, Hawthorne Strip." And I was like, "Oh, is that like a, I don't know,
A mall?
mall?" That's what I thought.
Right.
I was
Or
like,
like
"Is
an
that a
area."
mall or a shop?" So we walked into this area, and I said Hawthorne Strip, and I was like, "Oh, it's like convenience stores or something." So I walked into this bar, and I sat at the bar, and I ordered, like, I got a pack of Camels or something. Then I turned around and was like, "Oh, that's why."
It's a
Got
strip
it.
club.
Got it.
I'm an idiot.
I do think if you have the right group of people with you, though, and you're in Portland, strip clubs are a lot of fun. Like, it's just like a bar with ridiculous stuff going on
Right,
around
we
you at
went
all
during
times.
Bridgetown this last time, and it was
It's
really
fun. Which one did you go to?
Acropolis.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, and
I actually go there for lunch usually.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I go there for lunch in Portland. That's my
Fame
jam.
is a choice. It's just his mental state, really. Yeah.
You get the filet mignon?
I did. It's only
We
$11.
call it filet.
Is it really good?
It was good.
Man.
No, it is. It's owned by cattle ranchers.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the guy who owns the. I was gonna say owns the strippers. The guy who owns the the guy who owns the strip club also owns the cows.
And they strip too.
Yeah, I don't
They're like,
know. There's no way out of this.
Scott.
So he's getting all the good stuff for.
Like, why did you put that bikini top on that cow? This is just weird.
Somebody told me that. Once.
I've driven by it. I've never gone there.
It's good for lunch. Like, it's actually a cheap lunch spot where I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not actually, and you can eat this tables, so you don't have to sit up front. You can actually
Right.
legitimately eat lunch there and then just leave, and they wouldn't care because you're like, yeah, it's business.
Oh.
And their booze is super cheap. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like you're not only is it Portland, but you're also not in the city, so you can get beer for like way cheaper, like a $6 picture thing, and I'm like, what? This doesn't seem right.
It was fun just to eat. Then one of the strippers played Florence and the Machine, so I gave her $2. But
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me. It's all
It's
song,
all about the song.
it's song
choice.
choice.
$2.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like if she danced to Peaches,
one.
Scott. She danced to Teaches of Peaches.
It would be $5.
It'd be $5. So, by the way, I have written down here Talk Scoot Loose, which I feel like we've done a lot of, which is good. I want to talk about you. But I also have Talk Thanksgiving.
Oh, do we want to talk about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, Scott?
Yeah, what do you do for Thanksgiving?
Let's just talk about Scott and Thanksgiving.
Okay. Went to a strip club.
Great turkey.
By
It
myself.
was really good. What did we do? We watched Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's traditional.
you do that every year?
Yeah.
You and the lady.
You and lady friend.
Me and the
Family.
lady. And then we went to her parents' house for dinner, which usually takes 90 minutes, which is perfect.
That's a good amount of time
Yeah,
for
that's
dinner.
great.
Because they're like,
In, out, goodbye.
yeah, because you get there and you eat. And then you socialize just a tiny bit. And then her mom's like, okay, I'm tired. And then we're like, sweet, we've been here 2 hours. Let's leave.
Peace out.
So it's very nice. I never see my own family. So it's, I don't know. It's cool. We keep minimal family. You're not around anybody long enough to get
Irritating.
annoyed by them.
Yeah. That's a good tactic.
I brought my chihuahua to dinner.
Is his name Beats?
Uh-huh.
I love
It's a
it.
lady.
And lady.
Her name.
Her name is
Her name is Beats. Is she going to be really offended when she listens to this?
No.
No.
People do it all the time. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's just dog.
I like
well,
the name.
Beats. I don't know. Is that a male or a female name? I'm not sure.
She got the beat. She got the beat.
It's a lady name. It's a lady dog. I
It's
don't know.
Beats like the vegetable, though.
It's a lady dog. It's like the root vegetable, not like the headphones.
Not the root. It's the root vegetable, not the headphone
Not the
vegetable.
headphones vegetables.
Oh man, no, but dude, that's good. You had a good Thanksgiving, and you came home and watched more Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
That seems. Did you watch all the movies in a row?
No, we tried. We were going to this year, but we didn't. We have done it before. We've watched all of them in one
Damn,
day.
that's a lot, dude. That's like 15 hours of movie there.
Oh, and then we watched
Those are long.
Hunger Games.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always did that. I was like, I'm gonna watch the first 3 Star Wars movies, episodes 4 through 6, and I'm like, yeah, it's episode 1. Episode 4. Let's do this. And then by the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, I'm like, yeah, I can't fucking do this.
Tired.
I gotta do something. I gotta walk around. I gotta go do something. But how was the Nevi Thanksgiving?
So fun. Oh
Is
my
it so
God.
good?
It was the best. My grandmother was talking about my grandma's crazy, but in like a good
Preface.
way. So at Thanksgiving is when we draw names for Christmas because things are expensive. So you just kind of pick one from the other families. You know what I mean? Like I get stuff from my parents, but I just got my uncle this year. You know what I mean? So I would just get something from my uncle.
Mm.
So we draw names, and you write down what you want, right? And my grandma is just telling us stories about. She's like, well, when as a married couple, like a newly married couple, we didn't have a lot of money, so I just gave myself for Christmas. And we're like, what are you talking about? She's like, I would just hide naked in the house and make him come and find me. And my grandma is talking about this at Thanksgiving, and I am dying laughing.
Talking about your grandfather?
Yes. And she's like, I would just hide. And she's like,
And make him find
and
me.
she'd go, you're getting warmer. Like this.
That's amazing.
She's the best. She was like,
That's
so if you can't
amazing.
afford something, just give yourself. I was like, oh, thanks, Grandma.
You know who would not want that gift? Anyone I know. Scott, you're getting warmer. You're like, oh no.
Just leaves.
If you're holding a Diet Mountain Dew, then I'm totally.
Oh man, I was strategically placed.
Like, yeah.
So it was good though. It was an overall
great.
good
It was a
Thanksgiving.
time. Yep.
Talking about
Weird.
naked grandmas.
We're just weird.
Dude, it sounds fun, man. I had the Thanksgiving at the restaurant.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
I thought it would be the food, or I thought it would be the people in my group, like my family, that would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely being at a restaurant with people you don't know. That's the weirdest part about having a restaurant Thanksgiving.
So it was who were you with?
It was me and my mom and her boyfriend and his mom. And that wasn't weird. It was fine. It was fine. We had fun. We sat there, talked. It was no like awkward silences or anything. It was good. It was a good time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem was the people that you're eating with. Like there was a guy when we walked in that was his whole family's in Seahawks jerseys. They're all decked
We
out.
also wore all Seahawks.
Yeah, that's how he was, and he had like a ton of tattoos. He had a shaved head, and he had some tattoos on like the back of his neck, like upper. Yeah, and he had like his kids and everything, and he was mad at the woman because he's like, "We have a reservation. Why can't you let us in there? We have a reservation. What's going on?" I just burped the microphone while I did that. We have a reservation. What's going on? And she's like, "Well, sir, you have a reservation, but we still we can't kick people out of the restaurant that were in the first group. You have to wait here." And he's like, "Fuck this!" And he in front of his kids, and he walked outside. And then I was sitting out there because it was really crowded in the waiting room. So I'm like, I just want to be outside right now. And I hear him start making a shitty, racist Asian accent impersonating the server girl in front of his kids, to his kids. And she didn't have an Asian accent. She didn't have any accent whatsoever. She was just Asian. And he's just being a racist piece of garbage. And he's also like, "I'm going to go somewhere else on Thanksgiving. Is there anywhere else you know around here?" And the lady's like, "No, it's industrial Tacoma. There's nowhere else
Where
around
did you
here."
guys go?
Johnny's Dock in Tacoma. And it's apparently a good Thanksgiving. And the food was good. It was just weird because then that guy came back 5 minutes later because he realized he's like, "Yeah, there's nowhere else to go." So it was funny to watch him be awkward. But I'm like, between that and all the older people, there was I was one of the youngest people there without a doubt, and they were all staring at you, and you're making awkward eye contact with strangers. I would much rather be at someone's house or having my grandmother talking about it's just it was just weird, And that's the problem.
Large communal tables?
No, they were I was in a booth with the four of us, and it was still awkward because you'd stand up, look around, and be talking, and you look out at the because it was on the Foss Waterway, so it's nice. But then you'd make awkward eye contact with a stranger, and they'd just be like,
"What are you thankful for?"
But I don't know. It was strange. It was really weird. The food was good. I had prime rib. It was kind of cool, but
nice.
It was just I don't know. I'd much rather go with a family.
Did you have pie?
I did have pie. The dinner I came with
Did you
didn't
have
have pie, but I ate my mom's pie.
We had apple pie.
Ooh.
And something chocolate peanut butter pie.
What?
And sweet potato casserole.
Shut the front door.
I don't know.
I had 3 pieces of pie on Thanksgiving.
I had one, but then the next day I had another one because Kira made a bunch of pies. So we have all this leftover stuff. I didn't take any leftovers. She made soup, and there are 6 containers of soup in the refrigerator and the freezer now because it was all of the turkey leftovers. She made turkey noodle soup.
You didn't even bring any over for your friend.
That's cool.
Or Scott. You know Scott?
I didn't even know.
I'm a little
It's
preoccupied.
Okay. I had pie for dinner tonight.
Dude.
I know. I was preparing for this.
It's got to get real good up in here. I got to warm up with some sugary sweet food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, girl. By the way, we've hit 40 minutes and we haven't even hit any of the topics I have, which is totally fine. That's what we kind of do here, Scott.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. We want to talk to you. We want to know more about Scott. We actually were talking about, we got to, tone down these, things we do and talk more to the guests because we really want to hear your opinion on life, Scott.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Do we have any?
I do have good news.
Okay, cool.
I have some good news this week, and we have a quiz this week.
Ooh.
So you're going to get real excited.
Good news stories. You ready?
Are you ready, Scott, for some good news? You're totally ready for it? Okay, Scott's really ready for it. He's super ready for good news. Okay. If you guys don't know what's going on, Scott's eating Chex Mix.
Oh, did you know that was? I just thought he picked up a random bowl and was like, "Well, I'm fucking eating this now."
If you did that, it would be random props to you. Okay, you ready for this one? Former gang rivals work together baking and cooking cooking way to better life. That headline is really, I just noticed how grammatically wrong it is. It's not really,
what does that mean?
It means that these guys are in a group called Homeboy Industries.
What?
And it rehabilitates former gang members through an 18-month cooking and baking program, and then it gets them jobs at restaurants around the city, around L.A. Oh. Well, this is in Inglewood, California, which I'm pretty sure is a suburb of L.A. If I know my
Inglewood is
it is homemade Chex Mix.
It's
There's a big bag of it over there. We can have some more after
Inglewood
the podcast.
is where Dr. Dre is from.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, chew more in the microphone. Let him get.
He's from Compton.
Dude, we could do the good food review. Do you like that Chex Mix? Describe that Chex Mix.
Why are you interrupting the good news story?
Because I want to know. I want to hear what Scott thinks about this Chex Mix.
It's got a good amount of Worcestershire
sauce
in it.
A little spicy.
Is it good?
Kind of spicy, seasoned well.
That was our good food review from the impromptu Chex Mix review. Food review. Scoot Loose food review. So, Homeboy Industries. Up to 15,000 gang members or former gang members are benefiting from the Homeboy Industries program each year. A guy,
Wow.
Gordy Abriel, joined a gang at the age of 13 and spent much of his young life behind bars. He heard about the program while he was in prison and decided to give it a try. And now he's like cooking. And this is the big one. They have free access to free gang tattoo removal, as well as parenting and job training classes.
Only gang tattoo removal, or
I think it's only gang tattoos, because gang tattoos are like a big thing. If you have the gang
Right,
tattoo,
if
people are
someone
going to
else
like want to
sees you.
shoot you if
Yeah.
they see you in an opposing gang. So
But
you get rid of it.
Get like a cat tattoo taken off or anything.
I mean, you might have.
Why would you want to do that?
Scott's like, why would you get rid of a cat tattoo?
I mean, that was just a-
Say what?
Sorry. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a bird. I don't know.
Yeah, you should definitely get rid of a stupid bird tattoo if you have one on like your hand or something.
Just welcome to
Yeah.
the positive podcast.
Totally. Thanks for having me.
Scott has
man.
all of those tattoos.
Yeah, that's it's funny. But yeah, so I think it's a cool thing. It teaches.
Sure you do.
I love anything that gives people jobs and helps them change their lives that way. I think it's
Yeah.
fun, and I love the food industry, so I think this is a great cake for everybody.
Do they know how to make chicken fried steak?
Probs,
Okay.
probably. I need to
Dude.
stop shortening
Better
words so
than
damn
that.
much.
Huh? Better than that?
They're probably better than that too. You know.
Are you too good for chicken fried steak?
No, I'm just saying they could do that and they could do other things. That are
Okay,
better.
that's
There are
fine.
things
I
that
don't
are
get
better
it.
than-
I'm just where
I don't get it.
where are you
Scott's like,
coming
I'm
from?
just coming from the chicken fried steak angle. That's all I got.
That's it.
So the next
you
one.
can make that. You graduate.
You got it.
Chicken fried steak.
Done. You heard about the lootings in Ferguson. Here are the people cleaning up the mess. And this is just a story about different people cleaning up Ferguson neighborhoods after they were vandalized. Like there's a mother and her two daughters like sweeping glass and moving things out of the way. People picking up garbage. Like it just showed that, hey, it's not all bad there, and people are helping clean up the community, which I thought was nice. There's really no story there. It's just a bunch of pictures, but I thought it was
That's
fun.
nice photos.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Photos are good. You know what photos are really good for? A podcast. It's an audio medium. Moving on. This is my favorite news story. That's why I say it last. There's only 3 today. Millionaire Chinese businessman bulldozes rundown Hudson Village. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Where he grew up and builds luxury flats for residents instead for free. This guy rebuilt a town. He's a
Wow.
millionaire. He took down all the wooden huts and he built luxury flats for all 72 families that live in the village.
Oh my god.
And people that he remembered as his childhood, they got like villas that were worth like 18 families who were particularly kind of the businessmen as a kid were given villas of their own costing 4 million yen total.
What?
my
Yeah.
God. I don't know how much money that is.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or yen? I don't know. It's actually that might be pounds. Would it be? Why would it be in
What?
pounds though? I don't know money symbols.
Okay,
Euros?
Google. How much is 4 million yen? In dollars.
In dollars. What?
That's $33,774.36.
This is so less impressive when you hear about
But
it.
wait, that was for the 18
But that's
families.
in hut
But
place.
he spent
So
millions.
it's-
It said he spent millions of dollars on it, but it looks really nice.
Yeah,
like,
that was just for each of those 18.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
but he
Damn.
built.
Pretty good.
Thanks,
I don't have that much money.
He got really rich by being in the steel trade. He didn't. He said I earned more money than I knew what to do with, and I didn't want to forget my roots. I always pay my debts and wanted to make sure people who helped me
Here,
when I
let's
was
find out
younger
how
and my
much
family were
yens
paid
I
back.
have. How much yen is $300? Oh, that's not the right. How
didn't say-
Michigan to have how
How Michigan to have
dollars
yen
do I
dollars.
how much to rent a half? How much yen is? Fuck you. Okay, Google. How many yen is $300?
I feel like when people get irritated with it. Like, okay, Google. It's fucking on now.
Fucking A,
Fucking
Google.
listening to you right
Oh,
now.
sorry. It's like, how many fuck yens are...
Ah,
How mad are you
Anyway.
at that right now?
ruined the bit, guys.
Sorry. Here's my fault.
It's okay, Scott.
ruined the bit.
What do you think about
I
that,
was
Scott?
working on a thing.
Just gonna,
I was trying to build a
this isn't an open...
story for you.
So I'm gonna let you guys know this. 1 yen.
Can you
is-
tag that? Tag it. You have tag ideas for that?
tag
Tagged it.
that shit.
I got a tag idea for you. It's kind of like your joke, only it ends like I would tell a joke, so you'll never use it.
That's a good summary of someone trying...
Hey man, I got a tag for you. It just ends in dick farts. Is that good? Is that something you can use? Dick farts.
That goes right with everything else I say.
My favorite is when I go to my dentist and he's like, "I got a great joke for you. Insert something racist." That's what it is every time. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear this. At all.
People look crazy.
Crazy.
Somebody said I should talk about how weird my ears are. And then this weekend, Eric Griffin also said, "Look at your little elf ears coming through your
Do you
hair."
weird
And I was like,
ear-
"God damn it, that has not come up in
Wait.
years." And now
I've never seen your ears.
Show Scott your
I try to
ears.
hide them, but they poke out.
What's wrong
Show
with them?
Scott your ears.
Just like,
They just look like ears.
I mean, they are ears. But
Oh,
they,
those are awful.
They like
I mean,
stick out a little bit, you know.
Not bad.
They
It's
look
not bad,
fine.
Monica.
That's
I'm
an
fine
ear.
with it. I have years of therapy
I've
that
seen
made me
lots
come
of
to terms
ears.
with
my
my
ears.
with my ears and my voice. I'm fine.
35 years of ear experience. Those are pretty standard ears.
I've seen a lot of
I've
ears
seen
in
a
my
lot
day.
of fucking ears,
Your
man.
ears are good.
Thank you. Anyways,
By
that's
the way,
kind of notes I get.
one
About how weird your ears are.
$1
do.
Thank you.
$1 is 0.0084. I mean, is 84 yen. Point zero zero. It's less than 1 cent.
Ah!
Is 1
I
yen.
give you an E for ears.
Ears.
Add that to the end of your
Am I
joke.
an E-list celebrity?
You should use that,
Seattle?
Monica.
You should use that. E-list.
So you're-
Ear list.
You're an
I've
F-list
thought
celebrity.
about
You're an
doing
F.
more to that joke, but I just don't think it's going to be
You're
as good.
you're an F-list celebrity.
You get a better than a C.
You're a
Bam.
better than a C
Mm-hmm.
because the C means. Feel weird saying it on a podcast.
You said cunt hug one time.
I
so.
did say cunt hug one time. You're right, and I felt weird about it.
You can swear.
He didn't even say it. He screamed it.
He
screamed?
screamed? Why?
He was doing a Tourette's rap.
I just learned that.
What?
I just learned last episode that Jackie listens to these, so I'm
Oh.
trying to
So you
really.
don't want to say
Okay.
Well, Pam
Right.
listens to these.
Pam, well, Pam's the nicest. My mom's nice too. That sounded terrible.
Edit this part.
Sorry,
at
Mom.
49 minutes, 40 seconds cut, 7
Right,
seconds
that's
out.
Sorry about a
there.
stripper blowing in my jeans that my mom is going to listen to. So everything's
Man,
gonna be
that's a
fine.
nice
That's
story,
just a
though.
life experience story.
It's cute. It's like, we're friends.
Hey, Scott.
Being the stripper? Or
Yeah.
being-
That's what it is.
Weird,
He's like, hey, let me look at those jeans.
Dog sniffing butts, like that's how you say hello.
How you doing?
Those
Blowing their
strippers. This is going to be called
This-
Blowing Your Jeans. This episode is
This
Blowing Your
flirts.
Jeans.
Blow
You'll,
me in the jeans.
yeah.
Blow me in the jeans.
I'm playing your favorite Florence and the Machine song.
No, days are oof.
You know
We sang
my
that. I sang that the first episode.
Mhm.
That song for Monica. That's how we ended it. Yeah, but we're not going to do it again. You know why? Because that moment's passed. This is your time, Scott.
This is about you, Scott.
Scott,
You're great.
are you ready to take a stupid internet quiz?
Yeah?
I keep touching you, so you should be really ready.
I'm going to have to...
Oh, he just
Whoa,
chugged the Diet
pound
Dew.
that DMD.
Oh, and he crushed it with his hands, and
Oh,
it's,
no.
he's having trouble.
I
He's-
have no. Are they eating another cat?
Ah!
Sorry.
Scott, you're so strong.
What?
He crushed a can with his hand. Don't look at this.
Scott, you ready for your quiz?
Tell him what it is so I can.
What kind of cat are you, Scott? That's the quiz we're doing
Do I have to
today.
keep my eyes closed the whole
No,
time?
I'm going to actually ask
No,
you the
so
questions,
he's-
and you
yeah.
get to pick. So you got to choose a cat food. We have Fancy Feast, a cat lying in a bowl of food, Meow Mix, Gourmet Peri, a cat with a mouse in its mouth, and then just a bunch of cats eating food off the ground. Which one do you think represents you the most?
Fancy Feast.
Fancy Feast?
Mm-hmm. Because it has like... it's like
likes
diced up.
cats.
Its texture is good. It's not pate because that's kind of gross. It's like you're eating a fancy meal.
Scott, have you taken this quiz before?
Have you eaten this cat food?
No,
No.
I haven't taken this quiz before.
I know. You're just really thinking about it. You're doing what I love is when people think
Didn't
about it
answer
a
my
lot.
question. He eats cat food.
But it's like it's a finer palate. You're better. You're not like just some slum cat. Not that that's a problem.
Oh,
But, like,
you heard it here first, folks.
You're refined.
Scott's
What do you feed your
elitist
cats?
towards other cats.
Fancy
Feast.
Feast.
Okay, that would make sense.
You're like bacon, just bacon.
She
Pick a
Other
cat
cats.
toy, Scott.
she's senior diet though because she's old.
Oh, pick the cat toy. So we got a little ball and a wheel thing, toesies, yarn, another little ball thing that has like holes popping out like a whack-a-mole,
Whoa.
a roll of toilet paper, or like a kitty cat swing set thing that has stuff hanging off of it.
Ooh, that's fun.
What?
What do you
picked the
pick?
roll of toilet
You
paper.
picked the roll of toilet paper. What did you pick for your the one before?
Them all just eating off the ground.
Nice.
That's just unrefined. I like the circle ball
The circle ball toy.
thingy with the scratch pad
Is that a fucking bear?
in the center.
Scott, you have to pick a nemesis now. And the nemesis is a hairbrush, a vacuum, a chihuahua, Drapes, the
Do they get
vet,
along?
or a squirrel?
Oh, no.
What do you hate? Who's your nemesis?
He also has a chihuahua.
He does, and now you're torn.
I hate.
They don't get along.
But I love her. But the chihuahua.
The chihuahua.
I picked
She doesn't respect.
What you picked a what?
the vet.
The vet.
She doesn't respect my space.
Pick a means of conveyance, which I'm pretty sure means transportation. So would you be riding on a Roomba, riding on a dog, riding on top of a car,
Why?
riding on top of a pony, riding on top of a turtle, or sitting in the driver's seat in a suit? These are all kitties doing this, by the way.
I like the one on the dog because he just looks like he's napping.
I'd be sitting in the car.
Sitting in the car?
Yeah.
Very businesslike.
That's good. Take control of your life.
You gotta
Be the
just
driver's seat of your own
Scott.
life.
You gotta pick a friend now, and they're all cats holding adorable stuffed animals in different ways.
Okay.
So which one do you choose?
Oh.
There's one holding a chicken, one holding a duck.
I do appreciate the actual spoon position of some of these.
I like that one.
Some
The one
it's-
right there.
Sleeping with a teddy bear.
Sleeping with a teddy
I
bear.
kind of enjoy that. It looks like you caught them like the morning after there with the
Like,
cat and the rooster. Like,
oh my
Oh.
gosh!
you still got the
She's not supposed to
still
be
got
here.
the covers up to here. You don't know I like the duck.
I'm so
though.
sorry.
You like the duck?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick a way to spend your weekend, Scott, as a cat. Keep this in mind.
As a cat, if you
Okay.
Would you go shopping in that little toy shopping cart? Would you be reading a book? Would you be watching it with a kitten? Would you be sleeping in a bed? Would you be drinking that drink out of the straw? Or would you be playing piano?
I'd be
with your
drinking.
mouth.
You'd be drinking that drink out of the
Drink
straw?
out of drink with that long straw.
That's what you do. You're so classy, Scott.
Mhm.
What did you choose, Monica?
I choose watching a movie with a little kid.
Oh.
That's sweet.
Pick a comfort food. Would you be this cat eating this cheeseburger? Would you be a cat in a Pringles can? Would you
Inside
be
of the Pringles.
inside the Pringles can with just his
Well,
eyes?
we know your history with Pringles and squeezed cheese.
Oh, yeah. Would you get some Nutella?
Pressure.
Would you eat a cupcake?
You
Would you eat
listen.
sushi? Would you eat pizza?
I'd eat pizza.
Kitty cat eating pizza? Kitty
Just-
cats love pizza. Now you got to choose a sitting position, and they're all a variety of sitting positions.
There's a lot of questions.
It's almost over.
I like lounging on the curb. Fat
Lounging
ass
on a
cat.
curb, fat cat. Oh.
This just went on a fancy chair.
Okay.
What?
All right.
What
So,
kind of cat are you?
all right. What, Monica, you want to tell us what kind of cat you are?
You are a cat who is like, nope, leave me alone.
This might be your most accurate quiz yet.
Dang. Everybody always wants to be all up in your business, and you were like, no thanks. I don't really like people. Please go away and leave me alone. But they don't. They never go away and never leave you alone.
Oh.
No, Scott, you know what kind of cat you are?
Look at the picture. It's
It's
like
like,
trying
get
to put
away.
she's trying to kiss the cat, and it's putting its
Aw.
paws on her mouth like this.
Scott?
What kind of cat am I?
You are a cat who is over it and urgently needs a vacation or at the very least some kind of margarita. I don't mean to be a pain. You are constantly saying, but could somebody get me a margarita and or send me a Long Beach vacation like 10 minutes ago? I am so over this. You think that describes you, Scott?
Yeah.
The one I got was a sleepy kitty that was all like, I just want to sleep all the time.
So the summary of this, though, is that cats are assholes.
Cats
That's pretty
are
much
dicks,
it. There's
yeah.
just like different kinds
Like, I just
want to
be I think my cat was, I don't want to be around people.
I don't want to be. I just want to be asleep.
I want to be asleep all the time. Scott, do you feel comfortable with what kind of cat you were?
Yeah.
You look comfortable with it.
I'm okay with it.
You want a margarita? You want a kitty cat margarita?
Do you have margaritas here?
Kitty cat.
We could get you a margarita.
Yeah.
Let's get that people that deliver anything. They'll be like, I need a margarita for my kitty cat, Scott.
Now.
I'm like,
My
meow.
kitty
And they'll be like,
cat's got-
meow.
Right, meow.
Right, meow. So, this is the area, Scott, we're kind of winding down now.
Okay.
This is the area of the show where we talk about charities.
Mm-hmm. And I have. What do you want me to go first?
Or do you want, Scott, do you have a charity you want to share with the group?
A charity.
Yeah.
Is
You have
there one that you like, or doesn't have to
Like,
be coming
like,
up or anything, but a charity
love.
that you.
There is a charity I like.
Okay. You
Yeah.
want to talk about it?
I like a couple charities.
Do you
Ooh.
remember what they are? You want me to go first while you figure it out?
No, I
Okay.
can talk about it.
Scott knows.
Um,
Scoot knows. Scoot knows.
there's a
Hanging his bro clothes.
I'm getting serious,
Sorry.
Mike. There's a camp in Carnation called Camp Corey. It's for children with life-altering medical conditions,
Oh.
Ooh.
and it's really cool. It's like kids who
Ooh, that's a good one.
kids who might not otherwise be able to have a summer camp experience
Mm-hmm.
can go there, and they have like medical staff and people who on staff trained, and they have they have accessible rope courses for kids in wheelchairs, and just like really cool.
That's a great thing.
That's
Camp
super
Corey
cool.
in Carnation, Washington.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
awesome.
It's a Serious Fun camp. It's part of
with a
Paul
lot of
Newman's
kids.
Serious Fun Network. And
How do you know of it? Did you?
my girlfriend works there.
That's a
Oh,
good one. That's awesome.
But yeah, it's rad, and it's just like it gives little kids who otherwise wouldn't be able to go to traditional camps. It gives them opportunity to go to camp, which
That's
is something all
awesome.
kids should be able to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should go to
I've
camp.
worked at plenty of camps with kids who I would wish didn't go to camp. That's
Yeah,
But
they're
not Camp Corey.
Not
no,
Camp
because
Corey.
they're not
That's
shit
awesome.
bags.
They're
though.
not shit bags.
And they fill out these little flags at the end of camp with like their dreams and gratitude things on them. They hang them in this big place, and they're just all over the place. They look like Buddhist prayer flags.
We might start doing this after every podcast.
Just all of our guests.
It's
have
so
done.
cute. There's
So-
like stuff they want to do.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
awesome.
sweet. Anyway, Camp Corey. Yeah,
Camp
it's
Corey.
great.
Good one.
That's a really good one, Scott. Thank you. Monica, would you like to go next?
All right, yes, this one is actually a comedy show, which
What?
Yeah, why not? It's it benefits Treehouse, which is for foster kids. Is a program for foster kids, and they're doing like a toy drive because it's the holiday season. Toy drive for the foster kids at Treehouse, and it is December 4th, which is this Thursday, 9 p.m. at Daryl's Tavern, of course. And it's only $7, but the money goes to Treehouse, so that's fun. And it's got some Dwayne Gode's doing it, Jeff Lott's doing it, Tony Daniels. There's a lot of like good comedians.
That's a
on
good
it.
Awesome.
lineup.
Yeah,
That's a
that
game
I
good
think-
lineup.
And I believe Silas is the
MC.
yeah, sure, that guy.
Perfect.
Yeah, so check that out if you're in. It's a shoreline area, Washington.
Check out the show in Shoreline.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here, Scott. That was our show.
It was fun.
Is it fun?
Mhm.
We talked a lot about strippers,
We
Yeah.
did. It was.
but then we ended on something.
Thought it was
nice.
going to be more positive.
Strippers are
I mean, it's
positive.
stripper positive.
Yeah, stripper po-
I'm
stripper
100%
positive.
stripper positive.
You should get that checked out.
Every time I'm around people and the music starts playing, I just have to take my clothes off. It's amazing.
No, I enjoyed it very much. It's nice. It's not like those other local podcasts that you
That's
get on.
right.
People are just
You know,
horrible.
That's
Yeah.
right. So
Those
you
guys.
Unless you have one, then
Then never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica, what's the name of the podcast again?
Hug
It's gonna
life.
blow me
Ours?
downstairs.
Oh,
Blow me.
blow me in the jeans.
Blow me in the jeans. So, guys,
Dick me down.
dick
Dick
me
me
down,
down.
dick me
There's
down,
so
blow
many-
me in the jeans. There's also vibrate yourself, dude. Yeah, you know what?
Talk a lot about
You know
strippers,
what, you
please.
guys?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening. And just go home and vibrate yourself and blow yourself in the jeans and dick down. Okay. Have a very good night. You're great.
You're great, Scott. You're
Scott, you're
great.
great.
Thank
You're
you so
great.
much.
You're great,
You're
Scott.
great.
You're great.
You're all great.
You're great.
No,
You're-
no, no,
Bugs,
no.
you're great.
You are.